What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Introducing DJ Sunny Side Up.
Side up.
Sunny Side Up, sunny side up. My name is Izzy Trixx. What's up? We're here. Yeah, just a quick introduction. My name's Izzy Trixx. I'm a DJ and producer in the genre of house, tech house, melodic house. You can find all my stuff on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram. Over to you, Sunny. Who are you?
Hello, my name is Suni. I am a DJ from London. I love house music. I love melodic house. I love hypnotic, trance, techno, fuck, you name it. But what I love playing is something funky, something that makes me dance and connect with the crowd. And I am due to be a producer, hopefully by the end of the year. So
Goals.
Goals.
I like goals.
100%.
One thing I know about Sunny is that she loves her beats and she loves her tunes, and that's one of the reasons why I love connecting with you, because every 10 seconds you're like, I love this tune, man. And I'm like,
Every song I love it.
I know, it's very cute. People don't become DJs just to be cool. They become DJs because they love music and they just want to share it with people.
Exactly, like that was one of the reasons why I gave up on my mundane life to become a DJ, to do something with music, because I was like, I'm not being as creative as I want to be, and I just want to do something that I love. So I took this huge step of leaving my job and becoming a full-time DJ. As ridiculous as it sounds, it's been such a fun journey. I got to meet so many new people and experience so many new things, and I'm so grateful for how far I've come.
It's really been nice to watch you progress into, paid work. Choosing your music.
Well, I never play music I don't like. I'm very selective with my music. I mainly get inspired by watching other gigs. I like to pick songs here and there, also on Spotify when I click on shuffle with the little sparkly bit. I also get a lot of songs of SoundCloud and just inspired by artists that I really like.
Only playing music that you like is super important. I used to play a lot of music that I didn't like, and that sent me into a depression. When you're a DJ, you really have to put your heart into it, and you really have to believe in what you're putting down, and people can feel it. They can really tell when you don't love what you're doing. And I think there was a part of my life that went into comfort zone of where I was playing the same places, playing the same music, everything was good, but slowly my person started to deteriorate, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. This is not for me. There's only so many times I can play Hips Don't Lie by Shakira, When I download my music, I actually go on Apple Music and I pay for every single one of them. You thought I was going to say that I don't pay for any of them and I download them from YouTube. 320 MP3, you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna suffer financially, then I want it to be for a good reason.
At least I can tax it.
At least I can tax it. Number one, at least I can tax it. And number two, at least then I can be more selective with what I'm choosing.
Exactly. When you pay for it, you are way more selective about it. Was it
Come back
amazing
to
enough for me to buy it? Maybe not.
I know, is it worth that pound?
Yeah.
What I wanted to talk about was finances, and I wanted to do a quick tally up of exactly how much I spend in a month. I used to have a subscription to DJ City, £20 a month, flies, £8, video editing, tenner.
Then you have SoundCloud, then you have Spotify, because where the fuck are you gonna go without having Spotify? Personally, Beatport is £10 a month, and I don't even get the music for free. I just get to listen to it.
Beatport is actually really quite expensive, so
it is.
Yeah.
Actually, I've switched over to Tracksource. Yes.
So you've got your subscription, you've got your, music player where you find new music, discover new music. Then you've got SoundCloud. SoundCloud Pro, the only way to upload your full-on mixes is if you've got the Pro,
which is
about
a year.
$75 a year. Then you've got all the costs for adverts on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. Then on top of that, you've got all of your DJ equipment.
Headphones.
Exactly.
Another
£100. USBs. This girl bought what? Where did you get your USBs from?
Don't buy USBs on eBay because they're fucking fake as balls.
If you're getting a deal, it ain't a deal.
Too good to be true. It is too good to be fucking true. So
it is with tech, eh?
Yes. Don't.
If you're DJing quite a lot, then you've got all your outfits that you need to, be wearing. Then you have to pay for a photographer, which, if you're lucky, you've got a nice, partner who's very good at taking photos. That is something I do not have.
Me.
I would not trust that.
That's mine.
No way. Then you've got I know, and then you've got your tripods. you know, that you need to record,
Yeah.
battery packs. What else? I mean, like, the list is endless.
At the end of the day, it's like an investment in yourself. So if you want to do it, just fucking do it. Get those decks and get that USB, not from eBay.
Do your research,
Yeah.
decide on exactly what's going to suit you. The other thing that we spend a lot of money on is recording studios, you know, going
God.
going into these professional studios just to get professional content and actually be able to use the equipment there.
Yeah.
And then obviously you've also paid for your course. So like, bang,
Yes.
bang, 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 bang. The finances are
It
like,
adds up a lot. So be ready if you want to make that jump.
yeah, a lot of people ask me like, how much you get paid? You get paid depending on the situation. If you're a festival, you're probably not going to get paid. You're probably going to get free tickets. You might get a free hotel, but you're not going to get paid. Like, if as a small-time artist, you'll take it.
I'll take it.
Excellent. Resident DJs around London, anyway. I don't know about outside London. We're looking at like £40 an hour. That's resident.
Yeah.
That means you're getting that money every week, every month. Private gigs. Private gigs is where it's at. Corporate gigs, all the stuff where you feel like you're not really doing anything, but you're providing a kind of like soundtrack to the background of whatever it is they're doing. Businesses have a lot more money than bars. They're willing to spend, so push those boundaries. Don't feel like you're taking the piss out of somebody. Us as an artist, I find it very easy to be like, I'm not worth that much. I'm not going to charge you that much because I'm not worth that much. It's in your head, you know,
Yeah.
everything that you've done thus far. All the hours of practicing, all the hours of like you've put in, all the equipment that you've bought and everything like that, that is worth the £1,500.
100%. Yeah, I completely agree. And it's so difficult to be like, because you're your own boss, and it's so difficult to decide that, you know, you don't have a manager to be telling you, oh, you're going to be getting paid that much and I got you this gig with this amount of money. You're being your own boss and you have to set your own expectations of yourself and how much your worth is. And we can so undervalue this.
When I receive a message on, say, like Instagram, hey, can you DJ my event? Sure. What's your rate? Well, no matter what, I want to do this gig. My rate could easily go down to like £20 an hour because I love what I do.
Yeah.
But if you accept £20 an hour, then you're going to be in a situation where people are going to be like, hey, that DJ only DJs for £20 an hour, and that's just going to drive you down. However, getting that no, we can't afford it is way worse than being like, so it's a mind fuck, really, because a lot of DJs are artists and a lot of artists doubt themselves. That's a whole part of being an artist, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the fact, like, who do you seek validation from? Who is the person that's going to tell you, oh, you're good and you're worth that much?
Yeah.
So I'm still looking to find the answer to this, because if I'm going to be my own judge of everything I do, fucking hell, it's going to be a tough ride.
Absolutely.
You know?
That was one of my other questions, like, whose opinion do you care about?
Probably my own. I believe that others' opinions do affect me in somewhat indirect way, but the person that I care about what thinks the most is myself. Like, if I like something, then I'll be happy with the outcome, and it will be fun for everybody. If I don't, then
It's true.
Go. Yeah.
For me, I try my hardest not to like care about what other people think, but I'm like hyper aware of anyone reacting in a negative way or a negative way that I perceive them to be, and it's so hard to like therapize myself out of like not caring what other people think. I really care what other people think, and I think that again is like when you are a growing artist and stuff like this, caring what people think and not caring what people think, there's a fine line, and that's where your art will lie, isn't it? Where you are able to provide a space that is so energetically perfect, but not go too hard on yourself for the little things that you screw up.
100%. Like, we as DJs are there to take them on that journey to escape reality and have a great time. My girlfriend is vibing to my music, I will vibe with her.
What is the biggest pressure that you felt from the industry?
I would say like comparing myself to other DJs, which is a thing I most certainly do not recommend doing, because everybody is unique in their own way. So the way you play compared to James Hype is going to be completely different, and the music I play is not the music James Hype plays. So it's this comparison again of like, am I good enough, and self-doubt myself, when in fact I am good enough. People are having a great time, I'm having a great time, the energy is flowing through the roof, so that's all that matters.
going from commercial DJing and having the mix between hip hop, R&B, drum and bass, house, everything, mashing it all up, pop, you know, it's a different style of DJing. And I think a lot of my transitions, you know, my DJ sets, I've looked back at them and I've been like, they're not perfect, they suck. There's certain parts where I'm like cringing. I find like commercial is like going to very like cheap all you can eat buffet. And then playing like house music is like going to like a thought out Michelin star restaurant where you have like taster platters. Like here's a little bit of this and here's a little bit of that.
Yeah,
and then
taste in music speaks a lot. It actually really does. Like tell me about your taste in music and I'll fucking know who you are as a person.
Oh yeah, so some of the hardest things I've experienced is that inner circle vibe. There is a lot of like
stuck up DJs. There is so many stuck up fucking DJs, and I hate that about the industry. Like we should be so bonded together. But
I would just say it's not just DJs, as in like people in the industry. I feel like it's like the snake eating its own tail. Anytime that I've reached a big milestone, I've been like, cool, but what's changed? I've created a song and I've been very, very proud of it, and I've put all my energy into marketing it and putting it out there. And then the snake kind of changes and it goes, you know, before this, it was like, in order for you to level up, you've got to write your own music. Okay, the snake goes round. And it goes, you know, oh, now that you've released your own music, what's next? What's next? What's next? And no matter what happens on that journey, you're never going to get help because everyone's going to look at you and be like, well, why should we help you? And then like having this like internal battle of like, am I good enough? Am I not good enough again? And then having to, you know, converse with people when being a DJ is a lonely job, you know. We go to the bar, we start working, we DJ. Nobody talks to us unless they're really, you know, wanting a request or something. And then the solitude, it creates an environment where I've become more of an introvert than I was before. And then having the pressure of being in an inner circle, right? And getting your foot in the door with people who work at magazines, at record labels and all this other stuff. It's quite hard, because we spend most of our time not talking to anyone. Then you have to be in a room full of people and you have to try and be like stand out and be the coolest person in the thing. It's a lot, man.
It is actually a lot of pressure. It really is. I've become such an introvert, and I was this like bubbly person, and now I get anxiety every single time I get to speak to somebody. Although when I play my gigs, I do vibe a lot. Like I connect with the people. I don't feel lonely at all. I have such a great time. Like the energy when I connect with somebody while we're dancing, I like a small intimate space where like the crowd is right in front of me and it's just immaculate vibes, and I really like that. So what you were saying, I would recommend to like pausing and giving yourself some credit about how far you've come and congratulating yourself, because it's so important. Because you see, you get stuck in this loop of and doubting yourself, am I good enough or am I not? So just taking a step back and reflecting on how far you've come, which you fucking have in the past few months. Thank you. Kudos to you. Honestly, it's a massive step. And even this right now, it's a huge step. Just putting yourself out there, getting out of your comfort zone, talking about stuff.
Yeah, I think it's important for people to get to know you as a person, because there's a lot of judgment that happens online. You know, all these tech savvy people who are like keyboard warriors who are very quick to be like, you suck or whatever. I had my first hate comment the other day,
Really?
and I cheered for joy because if I'm receiving comments like that, then I've made it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm doing good. I'm doing something right. Let's talk about shoes. Let's talk about shoes. Your choice of shoe for when you're DJing are, let's have a look. Converse.
I got them in 3 different colors.
You wear them when you're DJing?
Most of the time, yeah.
Why?
Because they're so comfy and they give me a bit of a boost because I'm a little shorty.
I get like back problems, you know, from like leaning over.
No. If I have to lean over, I request something to raise my neck.
I don't actually care about trainers, but I decided to go for the regular Nike whatevers. Every white pair of trainers that I've ever had that I wear when I'm DJing are wrecked. Done well with these ones. I need to give them a bit of a wipe down. They are kid sizes. I have insoles for my shoes because I'm lame. You know, like orthopedic shoes. Sometimes I DJ for like 3-4 hours, you know, 5 hours maybe. And
don't blame me, dude. That looks freaking great.
I've got a high-end stuff, okay? How do you choose what you're going to wear when you're DJing? Are there things that really tick you off that you're wearing? Because let's just not forget, like, rewind back a little bit to what we were saying earlier. As a female, we can't just turn up wearing like a t-shirt and jeans. Like, it would fly with certain people, but most women would probably not even get a gig if that was how they turned up at the first. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, like sexy up a little bit. That doesn't really bother me because that's how I dress anyway. I'm a bit of a gothic looking bitch. My style in music is so different to what I wear.
I'm running out of clothes because I've done so many live streams now. I mean, like, there's not even that many, about 10. And I'm like, I don't even have that many clothes to begin with. I'm a creature of comfort. My clothes have to fit perfectly. And when I say fit perfectly, I mean, like, if something is hanging down on my arm, I will get annoyed.
Yeah, don't do that because you can so easily just flick a button with your sleeve. It's happened to me and it's not fun.
It's not fun.
Not fun.
My trousers have to be the perfect tightness. My shoes have to be laced perfectly. And whatever I'm wearing on my head, I have to be able to deal with it whilst I have my headphones. So one of the reasons why I changed to in-ears is because I kind of like put them in and then I can leave them there and they won't budge or anything like that. When I had the over-ear headphones, I'd be DJing a set and I'd be standing there like untangling my hair like a fucking 2-year-old. Headphone choice. What's your go-to? And what's the cost? And why?
I got the the TMA2, I think, and I got them recommended by you actually. And then I went on to
which I
research
sold.
them, which you sold disgustingly. I could have bought them from you for fucking cheaper, god damn it. But the reason I chose them was because I could get like a neon cable for them, and again it's weird and I want it. And they got very good bass. They weren't the cheapest, but they had like a Christmas sale, so I got like £30 off. So from 130 down to 100.
Any money off of tech.
Any money off of anything.
Any money. Off of like branded tech, it never happens. It's not often that it happens anyway. And it's like when it does, it's like, take my money.
Yeah, check out.
Yeah. I mean, so Team U. Let's talk about Team U for a second. There are some serious deals on that website. And all of my in-ears came from Team U, which cost me about £7. And if you let Team U fester for a while with things in your basket, it will bring the price down. So you've got to, tickle the balls before you go for the shaft kind of thing. And then they always take the bite,
It's so freaking good. The quality on those is absolutely unreal. They're actually better than my fucking £100 headphones.
Yeah. The quality is insane, and switching to in-ears was really important for me because I was getting carried away with the excitement of being where I was. And for somebody who, if you like shine like a laser light on the wall, I will chase it like a cat. So for somebody like that, it allows me to like zone out completely, and I literally just listen to the master out, and I never take them out unless like somebody's having a conversation with me. But it's a different way of DJing. It helps me zone out because I don't get affected by things that are going on around me, and then I can make sure my mix is like almost perfect. Not perfect yet, but almost perfect. And it makes a world of a difference.
How do you feel about having something in your ear to protect your ears? Because I know a lot of DJs use like molded earplugs to protect the hearing while they're mixing or being in such a loud environment. So what do you do to prevent that?
I find it really difficult to get into it, and switching to in-ears kind of helps because I don't have to make it as loud. However, it is directly going into my eardrum. If I go off stage and I'm hanging out with friends, then I'll put earplugs in. What do you do when you need the bathroom when you're DJing?
Oh my god, I select the longest song that I've got.
That for me used to be candy,
It has to be like 6-7 minutes long, and then I load the next deck, I loop in my song, I mix it perfectly, and then I run.
Okay, so if the bathroom is busy, what do you do?
I'm the DJ, I need to go to the bathroom.
You do? You yell at people?
I have to. Like, at this point, I've held it for so freaking long to a point that I no longer can hold it, that I have to leave the decks and go to the bathroom.
God gave us elbows.
Yeah, and
we should use them.
Exactly, like respect it. I'm working and I gotta be there, and you want to be having a good time, so you do want me there.
I act like a princess a little bit. I'm like, I'll find the nearest security and I'll be like, escort me, please.
Yeah, I don't have the time for that. It's like, put
I
the
know,
song on
I know,
front.
I know.
And the
Sometimes
longest
I
it's
do.
taking me is actually 2 minutes, so it's not even that freaking long.
The moment I walk into a building, the first thing I map out is not where the crowd is going to be, where I'm going to be. It's like literally like my route to the toilet.
Yep.
Desperate times, desperate measures.
Myself. Yep.
Yeah, it's horrible. What's on your rider? I'm intrigued. So a rider is when you get booked for a gig, whether it's a venue, whether it's like you're on tour or something, and you have a list of things or requests that you want the venue to provide for you. So that could be like a bucket of ice with a bottle of vodka, or, you know, pretty much anything. There are no limits on this. This venue doesn't really exist. So if I was to ask you exactly what you would put on your rider, USBs for all.
I mean, I'm not that fussy, I don't think, with these things. What I would prefer is to have all buttons there on the mixer and the CDJs.
I want the bare minimum. Please just give me something that works.
Just give me equipment that freaking works and it's not ancient.
Worst decks you played on?
I don't want to comment. You know.
I know.
You know. No
This particular place, not naming names, has 2 CDJs, both completely different. Mixer.
One of them is pixelated like a fucking 80s game.
It's horrible.
Half the buttons are missing. It's just unpleasant. Like, out of respect for the DJ and the performer that's coming to entertain your crowd, out of respect, you at least want to have some working equipment, you know, because I just have to bring my own decks, and me carrying a backpack on my shoulders every single time I go and play, it's not ideal. But yeah, I'd like to have like a tequila shot to kick me off, and that's it.
Well, there you have it. Sunny's rider. Sunny wants the bare minimum. She wants a club that actually clubs. She wants CDJs that actually CDJ, and a mixer that mixers. So if you can provide that, she is available for hire, £20 a minute.
A minute?
Yeah.
So you said a no. Hold on.
£20 a minute.
Get your facts straight.
£20 a song. Like, let's go. If you could say some advice to people who go clubbing.
Don't push. Don't go over the fucking limit. Don't get wasted, because everybody's there to have a good time. It's not all about you. Just
like personal boundaries.
It's so simple, but it's so true. Like, common sense doesn't seem to be very common, you know. It's sad, but it's true.
Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys have learned a little bit about us and the life of a DJ.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
My name's Izzy Trixx, and this is
Sunny Side Up.
See you soon.
Adios.
On the dance floor, hopefully.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace out.